I'm about to spend $230 to scan this, my body. And that's just the beginning. This week I've spent over $1,000 trying to figure out if I'm healthier than a 65-year-old. But how did I get here? It was all fun and games until this band told me that I have an HRV of 25. For context, this is what a normal 34-year-old HRV should be. Mine's all the way down here. As you can see, most 65-year-olds have a better HRV than me. So what's HRV anyway? I'll tell you in a second, but first let's go get the scan. The DEXA scan is kind of like a full body X-ray. And the reason why I'm getting it is so that I can check my body composition. Like, I want an accurate idea of my body fat percentage. I want an accurate number of my lean body mass. And also, I get a chance to see what my bone density is like. Overall, the procedure's crazy. First of all, this is the first time I'm going to a place called Extension Health in New York. And this place is the future. They have all these machines that I don't even know what they do. This place is posh. So I check in, the people that work there explain to me, all I gotta do is lie there and hold as still as I can. At least I can still breathe. The thing kind of scans you like that's basically what it's doing. So yeah, the one drawback with getting a DEXA scan is that there is radiation exposure. In the pamphlet they gave me, they claim the radiation is equivalent to that of flying from San Francisco to New York. Not that bad, but this is not something that I would be getting on a weekly basis. It's also expensive, so there's that. Before getting into the DEXA results, let's get back to HRV really quick. HRV stands for heart rate variability. This measure of variability is simply the amount of time that differs between beats. In HRV, higher is better. And that's because if your HRV is high, it means that you can go with the flow more. So the goal is to find ways to push the HRV higher. Like, I can do so many things, different diets and exercises I can try. But at the end of the day, I just want to know what's really going to work. Here's the plan. So Whit's a doctor. I need to guess what my scores are. You want me to guess my body fat percentage?
Yep.
So my body fat percentage is about 18%, 18.7%, 21%, 22% body fat.
So do you want to adjust your guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my first guess, 18.7%.
Final answer?
Final answer. I got it exactly right.
Not exactly right, but it's 18%.
18 what?
18.0.
18. 18%, so I was really close.
I'm surprised it doesn't surprise you, because you do have pretty bad body dysmorphia.
Okay, I got some pretty thick legs, so I think a lot of that. Do you see a picture?
Yeah.
You see a picture of where everything's at?
But your legs are muscle. The yellow in the picture is fat. Look how little yellow there is.
Check out the socks. I'm not gonna move it. Don't mind the socks. So as we've determined, getting a DEXA scan every week or even every month is kind of overkill. Wouldn't it be dope if there was a test that didn't have radiation and was way cheaper? Well, there is. At least a friend at work mentioned this thing called Fit3D, a scan that you get at one of these bougie places. It's 5 times cheaper than a DEXA scan. No radiation. What's there to lose, right? But the question is it accurate? Well, now we can figure it out because we have the DEXA scan results to compare it to. So they put me in this really dark room. There's actually no lights in here. So Whit's holding the light. Just kidding. Bonk. Looks like they had a light switch just behind the, and here's the machine. This is called a Fit3D. I'm supposed to get on that platform and somehow it's supposed to tell me what my body composition's gonna be like. It measures everything. So like you can get your chest measurements, your waist size. All right, let's go look at it on a computer though. So there's a body shape rating. I got a 77 and it's out of 100, I think. So right there, boom, I'm ideal. All right, my waist circumference. Oh wow, I'm in the ideal range as well. I always thought I was kind of bigger on that. 33. All right, this one needs improvement apparently. Trunk to leg volume ratio. That's not looking good. Okay, body fat percent. Okay, so this thing thinks I'm 20.92%. Compared to the DEXA scan, which says I'm 18%, this is not too far off. My head shifts to the right almost an inch. That is crazy. They're basically telling me that I'm not symmetrical. Side profile, side looks good. From the back, I'm also kind of fucked up there. The Fit3D scan, when it comes to just trying to estimate your body fat percentage, at least for my case, it was pretty close. So if money's tough and you don't want any radiation, like Fit3D might actually be reasonable to get that calculation. Next, we got the VO2 Max Test. It measures how efficiently the body uses oxygen, especially during high intensity of exercise. VO2 Max is a key metric that determines just how healthy you are. It correlates with like longevity, and just having a good VO2 max is a good thing. For this one, I was really nervous. Tests that I've done so far, all you have to do is either lie down or stand up and stand still. For this one, I had to push myself to my limit. It's like 20 minutes until I get the VO2 max test, and I'm really nervous. Like really, really nervous. One thing to note is that I had to rest for the past 2 days, so I haven't worked out.
So basically, what a VO2 max test is, we're gonna push you, you're gonna run until you're completely maxed out, and then we're gonna see your active recovery, kind of how your heart and your body recovers after intense exercise. And you're gonna get like a fun score and report, and just kind of show where you're at this point, and then ways on how to improve it.
You don't have a number for me yet.
Not yet.
Do you have a guess
Do I have a guess?
of what score I'll get? VO2 max wise.
Yeah, I would probably say mid to high 40s, which is great.
My VO2 max results have come in. It's time to check those things out. High 40s, okay. That's exactly what she predicted. That's crazy. Good to know. Let's look at my classification here. I'm on the border of excellence. So here's a comparison for you. Lance Armstrong's VO2 max is 85 milliliters per kilogram. The highest ever recorded is 96 milligrams. So if Lance Armstrong is at 85 milliliters, I'm 57% of the way to Lance Armstrong. Bonk. Now we know that my body composition is quite normal. Performance-wise, my heart is in the excellent range, so I'm actually fitter than I thought I was. These pieces of data seem to be debunking that low HRV issue. Something's not matching up. Now that I think about it, I never felt like I was 65 years old. I actually feel quite good. Let's settle this by checking what my biological age is. And yes, there's a test for that. I think that's a term that people used before, but I think it's been recently popularized by Brian Johnson. He's that billionaire guy that's really obsessed with longevity and reversing aging. He's 46 years old, but he has the biological age of an 18-year-old. So my HRV gives me a hint that I might be much older biologically. There's only one way to find out, and that's to spend more money. But first, I need to drop some blood. This is the test kit, and that's basically all that's in this box. So we can just, all right, let's get to it. All right, let's check results.
What do you think it's going to tell you your age is, your biological age?
I think my biological age is going to be older than my actual age. So I'm 34. I think this thing's going to tell me I'm like 42. So that they start off strong. I am 34.66 years old. I'm basically the same age. That's kind of like the lamest result. So I'm aging slower than my calendar years. So you want this number to be small.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. So that's good, right?
I guess so. Okay, wait, pause. I could do a better job at explaining this number. So the legendary Brian Johnson, I just saw him speak, and his biological years per calendar year is 0.64. Remember, mine is 0.92. 0.64, what does that mean? That means that technically his birthday is every 19 months. It takes 19 months for him to get one actual biological year older. It's freaking crazy. But in my case, it's 13 months for every birthday. So not too bad. But I'd like to get that number lower over time. Okay, back to the video.
Oh, man. This is just like, bam.
So at your age of 35, I have a 1% higher chance of death. What the hell are you saying? So my fitness age is lower than my actual age. We just finished looking through the TruDiagnostic. This is what the doctor recommends.
If you want to do it once in your 30s, go for it. If you had something really abnormal, it might be good to know. But for most people, it's going to be normal, just like Mike's.
It wasn't that helpful. I don't really have any actionable insights. And it's nice for them to tell me that it's actually hard for me to lose weight because I've dealt with weight loss issues all my life. So it's cool to kind of have that backed up for once. Don't take it again, right?
Save your $500.
So what now? I know a lot more about myself than I did before doing these tests. I know my body composition. I know my general fitness level. So that's where I'm at today. That's our baseline. So here's the fun part. Every 2 to 4 weeks, I'm going to be trying out something new. So maybe I'll try cold plunges or I'll try some new supplements. I just want to see how it moves the needle and how I improve over time. Even though we learned that HRV is not the one metric you should be paying attention to, it's still something that I can use and measure on a daily basis to see how it improves. I'll also be doing Fit3D once a month just to see if there's any physical body compositional changes. If you're remotely interested in biohacking or personal development in general, make sure to subscribe because I'm going to be posting videos about the experiments that I'm running. I already know what my next experiment's going to be. It's going to be buying this 8 sleep mattress cover. It's like $2,500, but apparently it's supposed to help your sleep. But while you wait for that to come out, you should just watch one of my other videos right about here. It's probably going to change your life. So just click it. Subscribe first and then click that. I'm holding the mic upside down the whole time.